Thank you. Now to that breaking news right now at 6. Fun in the sun at Gravelly Point could end possibly with felony charges tonight. Our team spotted someone flying a kite at Gravelly Point that we are told made contact with the plane. Police telling us on the scene that flying kites at Gravelly Point is illegal. Thanks for joining us on the news at 6. I'm Larry Miller. Let's get right on over to Lionel Donovan. He's joining us live tonight to get us up to speed on this ongoing situation. Lionel, what can you tell us?
Back to you, Larry.
All right, Lionel Donovan reporting live for us tonight. Lionel, thank you so much. Let's get to WUSA 9 producer Dylan Oaks, who was at Gravelly Point and witnessed this incident. He's joining us live tonight from home. Dylan, we want to kind of add some context here. We're talking about the plane likely made contact with this kite. You were there. What did you see?
Oh, it was just a beautiful afternoon here in the DMV. My partner and I were out there at Gravelly Point. United plane was coming into land, and there was a kite that just looked a little higher than it should be. We thought maybe it was just a perspective issue from where we were standing, and lo and behold, as that plane got a little bit closer, it came into contact with the kite. Kite fell to the ground, plane landed safely. Thankfully, everyone's okay. But it's just a little scary given the recent history at DCA and our issues with close calls and what happened 2 months ago. A plane shouldn't be coming in contact with anything on its final approach or at any time when it's in the air.
You have this unique experience both as a producer, but also in aviation as well, having worked as a flight attendant. You understand sort of the safety mechanisms that are involved here. Something like this potentially is serious, is it?
It could be serious, yeah. And I think going back to what I just said, planes shouldn't be coming in contact with anything. This kite could have been ingested into an engine. The engine could have possibly failed, and you're in a critical phase of flight on the approach. You're at this point over Gravelly Point, you're only 100 to 200 feet above the ground. So that's a really critical phase of flight for the pilots and for the integrity of the flight. So coming into contact with anything, no matter how big or how small, could be very serious.
Dylan, what did you notice about those flying the kite? Was it a family? Was it a child? Was it an adult? What were you able to see?
It was a family. It looked like a mom, dad, and a child. There were a bunch of people out at Gravelly Point enjoying, the beautiful afternoon. 80 degrees. It's a wonderful, great weekend here in the DMV. Lots of people flying kites, but this one just went a little bit higher than it should have.
All right. Of course, we will wait and see what police have to say about this. We, again, have made several calls to them. We expect to hear from them sometime later on today. Dylan Oaks, thanks so much. We appreciate it. Well, meantime, a lot has been happening at DCA as of late. Last night, we told you about yet another close call at Reagan National Airport between a Delta Airlines flight and a U.S. Air Force jet on Friday afternoon. Thankfully, the pilot of the Delta flight reacted quickly and the plane landed safely at its destination in Minneapolis. But why are these incidents so frequent at DCA? Melissa Kim is getting us answers. Melissa, thank you so much. It is day 2 of cherry blossom peak bloom, and the crowds certainly turned out to enjoy the views. Kelly Vaughn continues our coverage from the Tidal Basin. Still to come on the news at 6, protesters hit the streets of the DMV this afternoon to hit Elon Musk where they say it hurts his wallet. What they're demanding tonight.